Time now for our last call, and the question is, does your boss call or text you outside of work hours? Well, for Californians, a proposed law could change all of that. The bill was introduced into California's legislature, modeled after so-called right to disconnect laws that are popular in at least 16 other countries in Europe and South America. Under this proposed legislation, bosses could be fined for texting their employees before and after normal working hours. That law would also provide legal protections for workers who wish to ignore work-related communications when they're not on the clock. Exceptions including contacting employees about emergencies and schedule changes. Now let's bring our panel back. LZ, I got to get you to start us off on this. Is this a case of laws like catching up with technology? You know, because we can be reached because we're plugged in on the phones and whatnot 24/7. We can now be reached 24/7. Is this some sort of correction there?
I mean, my bosses were calling me when I had landlines back in the day, so I'm not quite sure if this is a technology thing or not. But what I will say this though, Alex, is that sign me up. When do I vote? Can I do it twice? I think this is a fantastic law because ever since the pandemic, bosses have been leaning into calling all hours because they know what that would call.
Christina, what do you make of this?
Well, you know, worker productivity has gone up over the last several decades, and workers haven't seen wage increases. Workers haven't seen more time off to go with that. And you have that in part because workers are, some of them, working around the clock. So this is a huge step forward. And I think we're going to see a lot more legislation to try and create that work-life balance that millions of Americans are craving.
Tricia, does this sound like government overreach to you?
Yes, we don't need more laws on the books. We need do not disturb mode. And we don't need more government. We need less. They create more problems.
All right, Mike, you get the last call on this. How can workers outside of California and people like me that work in news, like us that work in news, how can we stay sane in a world where we're always tuned into our devices?
You know, Alex, I don't have the answer for that. I never thought I would be the pro-capitalist of the group, but I disagree with this law in California. I understand the intent of it, and I think the intent is to structure that we have work-life balance. I think there's other ways in legislation they can do, and really including like shorter work weeks, so maybe a 4-day work week. But when you think about California, they're 3 hours ahead. So if it's 8 o'clock in California, excuse me, it's 8 o'clock in New York City, it's 5 o'clock in California. There's still a lot of business to be done. We just need better work-life balance initiatives.
Well, listen, Mike, I like some of these ideas, this 4-day work week, so we might have to brainstorm after the show, but I appreciate you all. And that is our last call for this half hour.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.